Hello.
Hi, Ann. Hello.
Mm.
Yeah. So, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, yesterday we have discussed the very first topic, so human-based social engineering.
Yes.
So, where we talked about impersonation, phishing, shoulder surfing, dumpster diving, and piggybagging and everything. So, in this, so today we are going to finish social engineering. So, we are going to cover all the remaining topics. So, let's start with the computer-based social engineering, which is the second type of social engineering. So the first type was human-based, which we covered yesterday, and today we are going to talk about computer-based social engineering. So there are many types of computer-based social engineering. So like there is a term called phishing, and in phishing, what attacker do is the attacker try to obtain sensitive information like a username, password, and credit card or bank details by claiming himself as trustworthy entity. So what does that mean? Is that they call people that they are they are calling from SBI bank, or they are calling from Farana bank, and your bank account has been closed, and if you want to reopen your account, then you need to submit your details. You need to submit your PAN card, or you need to submit your Aadhaar card detail, or there is an OTP sent to your phone. Just tell us the OTP so we can reopen your account. So they do these things, and sometimes what they also do, some like they can call you as a Gmail authority, so like so they can call you, they can call you that we are calling from Gmail and your account has been hacked, and to recover your account, please give us some details so that we can recover your account. So these are some tools or techniques that they use. So this is called phishing. So if I give you a real life example, so there is a very good series on Netflix right now, which is called like Jamtara. So yeah, as you can see, so Jamtara is a place in like Rajasthan, okay, in Jharkhand. So uh, and it is very famous for fishing. So what they do, they just call customers all around India, and they just steal information. They hack their, like they steal their bank account, and they steal their credit card information and everything. So based on and there are like thousands of victims from this place around Jamtara. So it is known as the hub of fishing, hub of social engineering. So Netflix India made a web series on this, so which is called Jamtara. So you can watch this for more information. So
Okay, sir.
it's totally, this web series is totally on like social engineering. So how they scam people, how they fish people. So yeah. So there are multiple types of phishing. So like spear phishing, whaling, farming. So what are these? So spear phishing means if you are targeting only a specific person or any specific organization, then it is called spear phishing. And whaling means when you are targeting a celebrity or any famous person, then it is called whaling. And farming. So if you are redirecting someone from original real website to a fake website, so a website which is malicious and which is created with the purpose to steal information, or which is created with the purpose to like hack someone, or steal some information by a user, or to install some like malicious apps or software. So what they do, so some of the websites, so if you visit any free, like free movie or free apps website, then there might be high chance that you will receive a pop-up. So if the pop-up, whenever you click something, so if you click anything in the page, there will be a pop-up, and you will be redirected to a different website where they will tell you that your website is like your system is running slow. Please clean your junk files in order to make your system fast. So download this tool to make your system fast, or these things. So these are farming. And spam email. So we all know what spam email is. So in your email account, when you log into your account, you will see a spam folder. So what
Yes.
spam folder is? people like mail you that congratulations, you are the lucky winner and you won $100 million. Just give us your bank details and we will transfer the 100 million. Or some prince from uh, some prince from any different country call you that like he is about to die and he want to share his like billions of dollars of money to some random person. So I don't know why he want to donate his money to random person, and he will ask you to give some your personal details so he can send you the money. So these are spam. And pop-up window, like I just told you, whenever you visit a website, it doesn't matter where you click, you will automatically a new page automatically a new tab will be open like this, and there will be a different website. You will be redirected to a different website. So this is like pop-up window attack. So whenever you open a site, a new tab will open, and you will redirected to a different website. So that is pop-up window attack. And now if we talk about mobile based social engineering, so there are various types of mobile-based social engineering. So, publishing malicious apps. So, apps which are specifically created to hack or to steal the information from mobile or to hack mobile. So they don't like they are specifically created for stealing information or for hacking any smartphone. So these are malicious apps. And fake security applications. So there are many apps which is not on Google Play. So if you use, there are many like download APK file. If I search, so like APK pool. So if these apps APK mirror, so they are websites. So the apps you will find on these websites, you won't find these apps on Google Play. So because these apps, some of the apps you will find on Google Play, but some of the apps you won't find on Google Play because those apps will contain malware. So whenever you open any app, you download any app, you will also receive a virus. So these are fake security applications. So like if I search like any like RAM booster or something, or any secure, like, so you don't need to, yeah, like your phone doesn't need like antivirus or like RAM booster, because it is just for graphical interface. They will show you some graphics that there is a rocket being launched or there is something, yeah, process is running, and it will make your RAM fast, it will make your smartphone clean. But that's not the case. These security apps or like processor apps, which claim that they will provide you security, or which claim that they will provide you, they will give a faster experience to your smartphone. These your Android phone or don't need these apps, because they mostly these apps contain malware, or they just steal your information. So your Android doesn't need like antivirus or things. So they are just useless apps. And if we talk about repackaging, so yeah, repackaging app means nothing but if there is a app. So if PUBG, right now everybody is playing PUBG. So what a hacker can do, the hacker is going to download the PUBG, and he's going to bind a malware. So he's going to bind a backdoor or malware inside any any legitimate app, so it will look, so that it can look real, so that it can look real. So what's gonna happen if we talk about this, like if publishing malicious app. So if you create a app specifically for like hacking purpose, then the person might get it out that this app is not on Google Play, and I have never heard about this app. Then why you are giving me this app to install in my phone? I don't feel good about this app. So the person might get some doubt that I've never heard about this app. Why you are sending me this app and why you are telling me to install this app? So what some attackers do, they repackage legitimate apps. So what they do, they bind a backdoor or any malware inside any legitimate app. So inside any real app, and so that it can look real. So if I can send this PUBG, I can download this app and I can find any backdoor inside this app. So and I can send it to my friend and I told him to just install it. It's a new version of PUBG and let's play. So when I send this, he will think that, oh, this is PUBG app. So he will not doubt on you that he will think that my friend is giving me like any legitimate app. So everybody knows like PUBG, so he can just open on Google Play and he can verify that this app is on Google Play, which means this app is real and this app is good. So he will not doubt on you. But then when you install the app, it will install properly and he and but while when the moment the person click on install and the moment the app got installed in his phone, with the installation of the app, the backdoor will run in the background. So the backdoor will get executed in the background. So he is not going to see. He is only going to see the that PUBG app has been installed in his phone, and but the backdoor will get executed and installed in the background, and he will but he cannot see that. He will not have any idea that any malware has executed inside his application. So in this way, what attackers can do, attackers can manipulate the victim. So the victim will think that they are installing any safe application, any popular application, but actually they are with that legitimate application, they are also installing a backdoor which will execute in the background and it will not display in the phone. So this is repackaging legitimate apps. And if you talk about smishing, so smishing is nothing but social engineering through SMS. So social engineering, social engineering through SMS. So if I send you any email, if I send you any SMS, so just download this app or just congratulations, you got your mobile number is the lucky winner. So yeah, we have you have won like $1 million prize, or you have won this, or so any phishing SMS, any phishing related information, if I send you through SMS, then it is called phishing. So basically it's just an attack through SMS. So I will send you an SMS, and that SMS might contain some link to download a tool, so, like some link to download an app, or it will there will be some link to a website. So whenever you click on that link, a web page in your web browser, a web page will open, and in the background some tool got executed, some app got executed. So there are actually an attack where what hackers can do, hackers send an SMS to the victim, and when the victim opens the link, the browser will be like blank, so it will be completely white like this. So but in the background the app will automatically get downloaded and it will automatically get installed. So the victim have no idea. The victim will think that the like browser is not working or internet is not working, or the page he's trying to open is not opening. But actually the app got downloaded in the background and the app got executed, and the victim have no idea about this. So you can do like a lot of attacks in SMS through smishing. So that's basically an attack through SMS. And if you talk about insider threats, so insider threats are one of the biggest threats to any organization, because insider threats mean the person who is working inside the organization is going to attack you. And why it is very dangerous? Because the attacker is working in your organization. So if an attacker is working in your organization, then he definitely have idea about your technologies, and he have idea about your network architecture, and how you like where is the server and where are some like switch, where is the networking devices and how many hosts are there. how many employees or how many colleagues are there, and what are their skills. So he definitely, because he is working inside the organization, so he will have like every information about the organization, so he can do like more damage to the organization. So what are the reasons for insider attack? So financial gain. So if suppose if you are working for Amazon and I am the owner of Flipkart, then what I can do, I can like give you bribe, so just do it for me, and I'm gonna give you like 1 crore rupees. Just give me some internal details about Amazon. So just or I can give you I can give you a malware. So and I will tell you that I'm gonna pay you 50, like I'm gonna pay you 1 crore. Just install this tool inside your application. You just have to do this one thing, and once you install that inside your system, I can gain control over the Amazon network, or I can just destroy, or I can do anything. So people do it for financial gain, or like steal confidential data. So if what you can do, you can even steal your, like, if you are working inside organization, you may try to steal the data and you may try to sell it. So there is a very good real life example. So like Hotstar, I guess, was uh, so yeah, there is a very good example. So there was an employee working in Hotstar, so Hotstar app, and what he did, he just leaked the Game of Thrones season. So yeah, so Hotstar was a partner of Game of Thrones. He was the partner of HBO, and one employee working in Hotstar, he just leaked the Game of Thrones episode. So he just did it for some money. So it's a very good real life example. So it's a good example for insider attack. So
Okay.
yeah, so steal confidential data. So any person working inside your organization might steal your data and sell it to anybody. So revenge, and people can do like if your boss, like if your boss scored you, and like if there is some problem between you and your boss, or between you or your company or organization, then you might try to take revenge. So the revenge can be a purpose and become future competitors. So if you are working inside a company and you are planning to open your own company, you are planning to start your own startup, and the product or the service you are going to offer is the same that offered by your like employer. So what you can do, you can try to do some damage to your current company, so that you can open your startup, and and that, so that you can get some of the clients by degrading your current company. So that if suppose there is a you are working in some in a food company, so what you can do, you can spread some fake news that this food is not up to the standard, or this food contains some like this is not hygienic, or this food contains some things which are not eatable, or which is not edible, and you will get cancer, or you will get something blah 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 blah. And once there will be some a lawsuit on the company, then what you can do, you can quit the company and you can open your own startup, and you can sell the same product, and there will be a very good chance that people might move to your brand and leave that brand behind. So you can do this. So some people do it to become future when they wanted to open the same company, so for future competition, and perform competitors bidding. So what they do, so whenever there is a project, so suppose if there is a company who's giving project, then you might have seen in movies or in TV series that when a company wants to, so there is a company, and so suppose there was a scenario, like there is a company who wants a web application, suppose. So what companies do, they don't just go to the random company and and ask them that I want to make a web application and here is the money, and how much time does it take to build this web application. and just tell me and just take the money. So they don't do that. What they do, they ask for bidding. So like a lot of other like independent developers or a lot of small companies or big companies, they went to the like they went to the company who wants to make some who wanted to make some application or some software, and they bid the money. So some company will say that I will develop this website in 5 days and I will charge $1,000. Another company will say that I will develop this website in $800 within 4 days. Some person will say I want at least 15 days and I will take $2,000 because I will add these features. So what they do, they bid on the amount. So sometimes to win the project, to get the project, some competitors, what they do, they try to give bribe to the internal employees and ask them the details. So suppose there is a company A, so this is the company. So this company wants to make a web app, and their budget is like $2,000, and they ask for other people to bid. So how much they can make, like in how much time and how much money they can build this web application. So imagine I have the web development company, and this person also have a web development company. So what I can do, I wanted to know what this person is bidding so that I can make my bid lower so that I can get the project. So what I can do, I will try to give bribe to an employee working in this company, and I will connect to that employee and I will ask him to just give me some information like how much the owner of this company wants to bid. So imagine if this person is one if this owner if the owner of this company wants to bid $1,500 and he will ask for 15 days to build the website. So now with the help of this insider person, I have this information that they will take 15 days and $1,500. Now what I can do, I will tell this company that I will make within 10 days, I will make this website within 10 days and I will charge only $1,000. So there will be a very good chance that this company will give me project. So instead of giving this guy a project, this company will give me project, that because I am taking less time and less money. So sometimes for the bidding purposes, people try to bribe people try to bribe some competitors, insiders, so that they can get the amount and they can bid less money. So this is what all about. So bidding competitions and public announcement. So public announcement is nothing but when there is like if your company is publicly traded and you are doing some like investor meetings. So if any company is traded publicly, so if you are if you have shares and people are buying your shares and selling your shares, then every 3 months company have investors calls where they like do the meeting, and investors will the shareholders ask the questions to the company and the company has to give the answer to the shareholders, that how much money they have gained and how much customers they have gained and how much improvement they have compared to the last year. So these information are given by the company. So in some or in what they try to what is the threat in this is sometimes the company might spit some confidential information confidential information which they should not said, which they should not have said that, which they should not have to say. So there might be a case while talking to the shareholders, they might spit some confidential, secret information, which they regret later. So while talking to the media, while talking to the shareholders, or while handling any press conference, they have to be like very reserved, and they have to make sure that they don't disclose any personal or private information, or they don't disclose any future plans. So what they are going to do. So imagine if they have not patent anything, and they just disclose that they are about to make a new operating system or a new device. So and they have not done any patent, and they disclose in the press conference that they are launching a new device. So a rival company might make a patent, and before this company launches his device, the rival company can launch its own device. So while in the press conference, they should not spit some confidential data. So this is like public announcement. So what are the types of insider threats? So privileged user. So what is privileged user? So a privileged user is nothing but a user which has like a lot of authority. So like he might be a system admin, or he might be some other user, so which have the admin rights, or some other authorities which a normal user or which a normal employee doesn't have. So if he have a lot of privileges, then what he can do, he might wants to like exploit some of his privileges. He might do some activities which he should not have to do. So these type of users can steal some information, or can harm the company if they have been bribed, or if they have some malicious intentions. So so this is called privileged users. So they have the privilege, and it's up to them whether they use their privilege for company growth, or they use their privilege to like their own growth. So disgruntled employees. Disgruntled employees are nothing but an employee which is abused by his boss, or which is having very less salary, or which he's like mistreated. So the company doesn't treat him well. They don't treat him well, and people misbehave with him, and boss is not good. Boss always boss always angry boss always angry with him. So what this employee can do, because he have to bear a lot of things inside the organization, he may try to provide harm to the organization, because he has he because of the organization, this person have to suffer a lot. So in the anger, what he can do, he may try to do some damage to the organization. So this is called disgruntled employees. Malicious employee. So a person which have very bad intentions. So like his intentions are not very good towards his own organization, so he wants to provide harm to his own organization, the same organization he's working for. So his intentions are very bad. Negligence person. So a employee or negligence person is an employee which doesn't care about being caught. So he knew that if he do these things, then the person is going the his boss or his authorities or administrative department is going get to know that this person has done this thing, but he doesn't really care about anything. So he's going to do what he wanted to do. He doesn't really care about anything or about anybody. So a professional. So a professional employee is just have a very good knowledge of company infrastructure and all the company details. So he's completely professional. He know how to steal information and be innocent. So you might have seen some movies or some TV shows where the villain pretends to be a very good guy, but in front of everybody he pretends to be a very good guy, a very hardworking and very innocent guy. But inside he's very evil person. He have some malicious intentions. So this is professional guy who do all the evil things, but in front of everybody, in front of boss, in front of his colleagues, he pretends to be a very nice guy, a very good guy. So that's a professional. And compromised employee is just a person who is being blackmailed by someone to spit some information. So if you are being blackmailed by some person to spit some information, then it's called compromised insider threat. So These are the type of threats, insider threats. So till yet, if you have any question, you can ask me. If yeah, if you have any doubts or anything.
Sir, can you please share the CH exam practice website again?
Okay, CH website. This is the website. Just I'm going to share this in chat.
Okay.
So this is the website, and you can choose and select anything, and you can give the exam. So yeah.
Okay, sir.
Why insider attack is effective? So as I already told you, the person is working inside the organization. So definitely he know a lot of about the organization, and he can do a lot of damage to the organization. So that's the case. And impersonation on social networking sites. So what this means is that there might be a person who wants to be friends with you on social networking website, and he pretends to be someone else. So like he pretends to be like a guy working in MNC, and he wants to give you an opportunity, or he pretends to be some famous person. So there there are people who receive emails from like Bill Gates. So there might be you might got a friend request from Bill Gates on any social media sites, and he pretends to be the person, and he will tell you that yeah, I am very fond of you, and I saw your skills, and your skills are very good, so I'm giving you joining letter, so come to the US, and I will send you a ticket, and I will give you like 10,000 or $50,000 per month salary. Just come as soon as you can, and like he will just try to scam you, and later on he will try to just ask you some he will try to just ask some money, ask you so that he can steal some like when you get inside. So what he can do is like he will after he impressed you, so he will tell you that like he's a famous person, and he wants to hire you, and he wants to give you money, and that this and that. So after you got impressed by this person, he can ask you for some money, that for sending you ticket, or for sending you some information. He needs some money, or he needs some personal information. So he might need your bank account information, so he can send money inside in your bank account. Or he might, for ticket purpose, he might wants your like document, so he might want your Aadhaar card number or some PAN number for sending you ticket. Or like he can ask for any personal information, or even he can ask for money, that he sent you something, but that item is inside a custom, so you have to pay the custom duty to get that item. So these are the attacks can be happened. So in impersonation attack, the attacker try to impersonate anyone. So it can be any famous person, or any it can be your common friend. So an attacker who knows about your friend, he can be your common friend. Like he can make a social media account with the name of your friend, and he can ask for money, that hey, I'm your school friend, I'm your college friend, and I need money, so can you please send me the money? So if you don't cross check, then you can think, oh, that's my friend, I can see the profile picture, so he is my friend. So they just impersonate, they just imitate another person. Identity theft, so it is similar to the impersonation. So but the difference is they might steal the real information. So if you submit your like ID card in hotels, if you submit your ID cards on some other places, which like hotels, or in a workshops, or anywhere you share your contact details or your ID cards or anything. So there might, or like when you are purchasing a SIM card, then you submit your ID card. But and what can happen, there there are some shopkeepers who use the same ID card for multiple SIMs, or there might be a chance then when in to whomever you are submitting your ID card or your personal detail or your mobile number, that person might try to steal your information, and he using your ID card he can do some malicious activity, and so that he can be anonymous. And when the police officials try to trace back that who has done this type of attack, who has done this type of attack, then they will come to know that this is your ID, because he will be anonymous because he is using your number and he is using your ID card, so he will be safe. But when police try to trace back, then your information will be shown, and uh, they might like take you to the jail, but you have not done anything. So an attacker just use your identity to perform the attack. So this can be called identity theft. So usually with the mobile number, people do so. Like what they do, they just go to the random people and they just say, "Excuse me, sir, I have to talk to my mom. My battery is very low. My phone has shut down, and can you please give me your phone so that I can talk to my mom? She might be in trouble. She might be taking tension, so I have to just call her so that she can be relaxed that I'm safe." So the person will think, okay, so this person wants to talk to her mom, so his mom, so he will give his phone. Okay, you can call her. So take my phone and just call her. So what you can do, you can take his phone, and instead of calling your mom, the attacker is going to call some other person, and he will talk to that other person, and he will just delete the number and he will give that to the person. So thank you, sir. I have talked to my mom, and thank you very much for giving me your phone, and he will just leave. So the person told that I am going to talk to my mom, but actually he do some malicious stuff. So when police try to trace back that with whom phone the activity has been performed, the persons who give the phone to the attacker, his number will be shown, and the person might get into the trouble. So these are some cases of identity theft. So let me show you a really good attack. Before we talk about countermeasures, we have to take some we have to see some attacks. So how we can, if you just search on GitHub, there will be like hundreds of tools, but there is a very good tool which I'm going to show you how we can perform. So there is a tool called Hidden Eye. So if I just open this, so I don't enter, yes. So as you can see, you can make like these much phishing pages. So if I want to steal any information from any user, I can make any phishing page. So if I want to make a phishing page of Netflix, let's try with the Netflix, and let's choose number 17. So now it is asking me to add a keylogger, so I'm not gonna add any keylogger. So do you want to add Cloudflare? Yeah, we can add Cloudflare protection to make this website look much more trustworthy. So I don't want email, a redirect. So once the because it's a fake page, so once the user click on submit, this website will be loaded. So you can give any website there. I'm giving port 4444 and I'm using ngrok server.
Okay.
Now this URL is active. So if I click this link, if I open this link, you will see there will be a fake Netflix page which will be hard to tell. So it is showing Cloudflare, so people will think that it's Cloudflare is a very good and very secure technology, so people will think that this website is real. and you can see this is the Netflix page. So if the person tried to log in, sign in, and since I have given the original Netflix website, it will redirect it to the original Netflix page. So person will think that maybe I have entered some wrong credentials, and you can see credentials found. So password is this, username is this, and I want, and this link is global link, so anybody in the world can open this. So if you just type this in your browser, just try to open this website, this one,
Okay, sir.
and enter any email or any password. Your information will be shown here. So just open this site. So as you can see, the username is this and the password is this, and you are using Android 9 Redmi Note 7 Pro. So it gives us information. So the only thing is, if the person doesn't notice this, so this, if a person is very expert user, then he might notice. But what we can do, we can try to use some URL shorteners. So there are some URL shorteners which we can use to just spoof. So it will look real if we use any URL shortener and send this. So if I paste this, so it shorten the URL, so the person will not doubt now. It will think that this is just a URL shortener to short the URL. And there are some URL shortener which you can like customize. So you can give, so instead of this RUVYZ, you can write anything. So there are some. So as you can see, the website will get open. So if the person is opening on mobile, then there is a very good chance he will not notice, but on phone he might notice. So it's up to you how you use your brain, how you, which method you are using to just be anonymous. Yeah, so if you can make like any website, so whatever website is listed there. So if I show you any, so if you try to make a Instagram, so it is showing you a lot of options for Instagram. So you can make you can use users, like you can manipulate them for Insta followers. So it will open a website, make a fake website for Instagram followers. So people will think that by creating their ID on this website, they will get fake Instagram followers. So a lot of people fell into this, and Instagram verified badge attack. So if there are some person who want blue tick on their Instagram profile, so they can just might fell into this. And so there are like auto like attack and standard web page phishing. So if you look at the standard web page, last this time I'm just Instagram.com. We will redirect them to the original. And there are a lot of servers. You can use any server. I'm just using ngrok, but and it is going to generate. Okay, so it is taking time. Why? Hmm, the internet is good, but why it is taking time? Just close this and let me run it again. It might I'm making some problem. So dot slash hidden I. Uh, no, yes, educational purpose. Instagram, standard Instagram page. No keyword. This time I don't want Cloudflare protection. I don't want any email. And just select this port ngrok. So now I got this. Open this. This is the fake Instagram page. So it is showing everything, so it's very hard to detect that it is a fake page. So if anybody enter any information and press login, the original Instagram website will open because I entered the original. So the person will think that there might be some problem. So this is the original Instagram. So if I click on login, it will. So as you can see, I got the
Yes.
username and password. Yeah. So in this way, you can we can use like any if you can use this tool to make like there are like 38 or 40 websites, so you can fish user using any website. And if we search on just so let me tell you this. So how you can download, you just have to search hidden eye github, and once you search, this will be the so they are the developer dark sec developers. So just open this. So this is the page. So from here you can just copy this and you have to just enter the command git clone and paste this. So I already have, so it is showing me already exists. So in your case it's going to download when you enter this command, and the installation is like quite simple. Like, yeah, you don't really have to do a lot of things. Let me check the installation. Does what? Yeah, so you have to download the requirement.txt. So for this, after you done this git clone, navigate to cd hidden I, and you have to enter the command pip install hyphen r and requirement. Once you did this, all the requirement to run this tool will get installed. So as you can see, I already have, so already satisfied. But in your case, it's going to download all the requirement, and after you download all the requirement, you can use this by dot slash hidden I.py. So this will get executed. So when you do this, it's going to open. You can also do this python hidden I. It okay. So with python it's not going to work. Just do this. Or let me check with python 3 whether it's work. Yeah, with python 3 it will work. So it is a python 3 based tool. So Either you can do Python 3 or you can do dot slash. So,
Okay,
so
sir.
this is one tool, and there, if we search anything, so like social, like just phishing tools, GitHub, you will get a lot of like tool. So you can install a lot of phishing tools to manipulate users. So this is a social fish web tool. You uh, the installation is very simple. So this is the installation procedure. You can just copy and paste in terminal, and it's going to run. And it can also make fake Instagram page, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, GitHub, Netflix, Spotify, PayPal, and all these fake pages. And you can use shellfish, so it's also going to make fake pages. And social fish, so there are a lot of tools. So a Wi-Fi fisher is for Wi-Fi fishing. So and go fish, and you just need to search. So there will be like for everyone, for fishing page there will be something, and for there is also some tools for other social engineering things. You can use them. So this is how we use phishing, and the last thing to talk about is countermeasures. So how to protect against these things. So the first thing is password policies. So periodic password change. So you have to change your password time to time, and after 1 month or 2 months, and avoiding guessable password. So try to use some hard password, and account blocking after failed attempts. So organizations now, what most organizations are doing, so to prevent against the brute force attack, they are just giving us 5 options or 10 options. So after 5 failed attempt or after 10 failed attempt, they will block our IP. So we are not going to access that website after a couple of failed attempts. So every, but not all website done this, only the few top websites does this. So every website has needs to do this in order to protect against a brute force attack. So, and length and complexity of password. So password must be at least 10 to 12 characters, and include all lowercase, uppercase, numbers, and everything. Secrecy of password. So don't share your password with everybody. So not even with your best friend or close friend or anyone. And physical security policies. So identification of employees by issuing ID cards, uniforms. So every company like have ID cards. So without ID cards or without a fingerprint, they can't be able to get inside the company. So everybody should implement this, and access area restrictions. So there are some policies inside a company that you cannot enter in server area or like any specific area, because uh, there are some confidential things going on there. So every company needs to implement this. So wherever their server is, wherever their confidential data is, they need to restrict that area, and only some verified persons and high level persons should have access to that. And proper shredding of users documents. So all the documents to like prevent the dumpster diving attack. So dumpster diving is just collecting information from garbage. So what companies do, they don't proper shred the document, they don't burn the document. What they do, they just like throw it inside the dustbin, and any attacker can try to get that document information through by looking into that dumpster or looking into the dustbin or garbage. So what most companies do, there is a machine which proper cut all the document, which proper cuts the paper. So it will cut in like small pieces so that nobody can able to read, or nobody is able to assemble that paper. So there are some machines which is specifically used for shredding the documents. And employing security personnel. So try to hire some cyber security expert and try to educate your employees about social engineering attacks. So defense strategy, so social engineering campaigns. So as I told you, just hire a cybersecurity expert for a weekend, for once a week, and so that person will give training to all the employees. So how to defend against social engineering, gap analysis, remediation strategies. So how to like protect against these. So what are the techniques to defend against these? So these are the thing and anti-phishing toolbar. So let's talk about anti-phishing toolbar. You can install netcraft extension. So netcraft anti-phishing extension. So netcraft has a extension. So what happened to that? Yeah, so for Mozilla Firefox and for Chrome, you can download it for like for Firefox and for Chrome as well. Netcraft extension. And it whenever you open a website, whenever you visit a website, it will give you the report, so risk rating and site ranking and site detail, everything. So if it detects any phishing websites, it will block that website. It will tell you that the website you are about to visit is a malicious website, so it will prohibit you from visiting the website. So you can download this extension. And there is a tool called fish tank. So fish tank, what fish tank does is it collects all the like phishing links. So all the websites which are phishing websites or which have phishing links, so it collects all the websites. So it's like a forum. So you can use this to check any like if you want to check that if a website is real or it's a phishing website, you can just, so if I just try uh certified and check it's a phishing website, so it might give me some information. It is not giving nothing known about this, which means this is not a phishing website. So whenever you are suspicious about any website, you can just open this website, fish tank, and just check if this website is phishing or not. Is are you listening?
Yes,
Are
sir.
you doing
Yes.
some? Yeah. So that was this. So you can use netcraft extension or fish tank. So if you have any about any website, you can enter any website and it will tell you whether the website is a phishing website or not. So as I did for certified hacker, it is telling me that it is not a phishing website. So through this
Yes.
website, you can check any website, whether it's real or it's fake. So that's the all social engineering module. And tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, your classes will be abundant. So your classes are only from Monday to Friday. So
Okay.
uh, yeah, so I will see you on Monday. Your classes will resume on Monday. So if you wanna ask something, you can ask, or we can just close the session for today. So
Okay, sir.
okay, so yeah, and within